I've been waiting for this. I've been waiting for this. Hey, boo, Sherry Shepherd is calling
Hi,
into
Boo.
work today.
I know I called in sick. I'm playing hooky. How are you, Boo?
No, you're not calling in sick, and you're not playing hooky because Brian Banks, the Brian Banks story, starts tomorrow in theaters everywhere, and you're on your promotional tour. You and Brian Banks is on the phone. Good morning, sir. How are you?
Good morning. Good morning. I'm good. I'm good. Thanks for having me.
All right. Hey, Sherry, does he look anything like Aldous Hodge?
Uh, when Brian actually trained Aldous to bulk up, so he actually got Aldous kind of looking like him, but Brian is his own person.
Yeah.
If you meet him, he always has a smile. That's what you first see is a smile.
He's now a civil rights activist, author, and starting tomorrow, his story is being shared on the big screen with the help of the California Innocence Project. Brian Banks was exonerated after serving more than 5 years in prison and
For a rape that he did not commit.
an additional 5 years on parole for a crime he did not commit. Wow. And now the movie comes out. Brian Banks, how's it feel, man?
Yeah, it's it's a rush. It's a good rush though. Just all the recognition, the attention, and then all the what I've been getting most is the many family members of those that are currently behind bars are starting to hear about my story and reaching out one by one. So it's a lot to take in, but I'm realizing every day that we get closer to this movie coming out of the responsibility that comes with this.
Wow. And Sherry plays your mother.
How did she do, Brian?
Was she close? Was she close to your real life
Yeah,
mom?
right there on the phone. How she do? She did great. No, she did an amazing job. Her scenes are some of the hardest scenes for me to watch. Just seeing my mother's journey and seeing the way Sherry really paid attention to detail and made it as authentic as she could. It's a joy to watch. It's also painful to watch.
Wow, that's real work there, Sherry.
Sherry, how did you do it going from on a Tuesday and a Thursday, well, laughing and joking with us, and then getting on the set for the Brian Banks story as Brian Banks' mother, and you're crying, and I've seen the outtakes, I've seen the trailers rather. How did you get up for that?
I think, I had to really think about Leomi and what she was going through. And Leomi, and I had to put that aside to go to work. But, when you talk to Leomi, she's very quiet and a very shy woman. And I'm shouting her out because she's getting her master's degree shortly. But
Really?
she's getting her master's. This lady ain't no joke, Brian's mom. But she just says, I didn't do what any other mother wouldn't do. I just love my son. But her love really, like she wrote Brian a letter every week while he was incarcerated. She drove 3.5 hours there and back to the prison to see her son. Her love made her mortgage her home and sell her car to get an attorney who she thought was going to get her son off. And her love had her showing up at court, always believing her son. When, despite what everybody said, she always believed her son was innocent. And she had that quiet strength. And so I really had to delve into that and the devastation of a mother who could not take this experience away from her son. All she could do was love him through it. And I just had to focus on that. And Brian would talk to me about how he felt about his mother and how she was kind of a bedrock of him being, staying sane while he was incarcerated and going through his journey. So I just always had that in my head, and so many other mothers are going through that. And I think being able to see Leomi and how she stood up for her son, and then to see Brian the way he is now, that's part of his mother who gave him what he has, that smile. And, it was just an honor to play her.
Hey, Sybil, is there Oscar talk?
I think there should be. I really do. I think Sherry just gives a masterful performance, and as she said, that quiet strength that Brian's mother obviously had, and I saw that not only on the screen and watching your performance, Sherry, which is really masterful, and then Brian's words, because I'm also reading your book, Brian, What Set Me Free, and it is just the love that you have for your mother and the support that you write about, and then seeing it, and just everybody to a person is just taking their work, their mastery of the acting profession, and taking it to another level. I really believe that. And Sherry, you are to be congratulated. And if there is not talk, we're gonna start it.
Well, I'm just so glad that Brian gave me, because he also, Brian is one of the executive producers of the movie as well. So he had a say in hiring me. So I love him for that.
Well, we love you for that too, Brian, and we love you for the strength and everything that you and your family have been through, but have shown just such grace and such humanity in telling and sharing your story. We thank you for that. And read the book. I'm telling you, after you see the movie, go and get the book, What Set Me Free. Brian, it is just an incredible story, and you are a gifted storyteller too.
Okay.
Thank you.
Yes.
Starts tomorrow. Theaters everywhere.
Take
Go see it.
everybody.
The Brian Banks story. Go see it.
Yes,
Love you
take
guys.
everybody.
I love you,
Yeah,
boo.
congratulations and God bless you, man.
Congratulations.
Amazing.
Thank me at the Oscars. And I want to thank God
you.
and my boo.